I'll put you out of your misery. By the way, just to make you feel a little better, I can't remember if I mentioned this, so forgive me. Everything's new and I'm sort of reintroducing everything for the first time. So if this is like the third time I've said this to you, sorry, my bad. One of the things I did over the holidays was I went to Canberra to this thing called the National Mathematics Summer School. Did I mention this? Yeah. I did, right? Okay. So one of the things that we got to do was, as teachers, we got to sit in on some of the lectures for, like, it's university level maths. So it's weird, crazy stuff which, like, I struggle to remember. So it was really kind of, in a sort of painful way, nice to remember what it's like. Just have no idea what's going on. Like, I'm sort of like three whiteboards behind him. I think I understand that. And he just introduced some new variable. I don't know what's going on. So if you're having trouble, I empathize with you. Ask me questions. Like, you know, I know that sometimes I'll say, no, I want you to think about it more, but eventually I'll answer. So here we go. This will be the last thing we do. Okay? Very last thing. I told you this is the clue, right? This is the clue. Now you actually, because of all your work here and here, you know everything you need to actually evaluate this thing, right? And this is just the definition of the ellipse, okay? So let's pick a point, like say P, over here, okay? So we're interested in this distance, and we know what that point is, and the other distance, which is this perpendicular thing, yeah? Okay, now, in order to work out what that one is, this one, not so much of a problem. For this, we'll need the equation in general form, won't we? And we don't have it there right now. How do I rearrange it? What do I need to do to it? What ways do I need to squash and squeeze it? First step, multiply by e, so you get that. Okay, now what? Move the a over. Probably helpful to chuck in a 0 for the y, right? Minus a. Okay, there we go. Now I'm set. Okay. Get ready to watch it unfurl. So, from the point to s, which is this, okay, just the distance formula, right? So x minus ae squared plus what? Just y squared, isn't it? Because you're going to there. Okay, no problems. Right-hand side, there's the eccentricity. What's the perpendicular distance? This is why I wrote it out in general form with the 0 and everything. Absolute value, ex plus 0y minus a. What's on the denominator? Square root e squared plus 0 squared. Fine, okay, so most of you are going to include that. E, what's this? The whole thing? It's just E, isn't it? So bang, bang. This is looking good, okay? Now what we would do, I guess we would square everything, okay? That gives you this. I might as well do this expansion because I'm going to need to eventually. X squared minus 2aex, yes? Plus a squared e squared, all good? Plus y squared. Okay, what am I actually squaring here? The ex minus a, all squared. Okay, so I'm going to end up with, let's see, e squared x squared minus 2aex, ooh, plus a squared. Good. Okay. These are always signals for you that you're probably doing something right. Okay? Alright, now hold on. Before we actually finish off, what direction should I go in? Because at this point I can simplify in a variety of different ways. Where do you think I'm going to end? This thing should be the equation of the whole ellipse. I already know what the equation of the whole ellipse is, right? So it's going to be heading towards something like that. So probably what I want to do is get all the x's and y's over here and get all the constants over here. Okay? Alright, so where are my x's? I've got an x squared here and an e squared x squared there. So x squared minus e squared x squared over there. So far so good. What I've got? I've got a y squared there. That's in the right spot. What's this? Where does it belong? It's a constant, so I'm going to cut it over. Let's see. A squared plus a squared e squared. Minus, sorry. Subtracted. That's better. Okay, I'm almost there. Now what? Should factorize here, yeah? X squared, what do I have? Plus y squared, what should I do here? Take out the a squared. Now what? Remember where I'm trying to go? I'm trying to get 1 on the right-hand side, right? So I guess I should divide through not just by 1 minus e squared, I should divide through by the whole lot on the right-hand side, yeah? So over here, x squared 1 minus e squared on, minus e squared, yes? Plus y squared on a squared 1 minus e squared. I did all of that so the right-hand side would become 1. Cancel, cancel. Ooh, that's good. But we have a problem. This is not what we expected it to be. Or is it? What do you do now? So the reason why, see, okay, what we wanted b's, but we got no b's. The reason why is because we never had b's. Now I can bring them in. Let b squared equal this guy, because it has to be. Everything else is in the right place. Yeah? So this must be what b squared is. And there's the relationship we were after. Okay?